Hello folks, this is Ian Darwin from Ian on EVs. So every day is exciting here at Ian on EVs, but today especially because we got some new gear in. So we're going to look at the MaonoCaster podcasting studio mixer board, audio board, whatever you want to call it. Let's look at it. So let's go for the actual unboxing. That again, and here you have a very slick and professional looking box, and it's what's inside it that counts. There's lots of decoration on the outside showing how things fit together and what the features are and stuff, but we really want to see what's inside, so let's get to that grand moment of unboxing. Boom. So what's inside? There's a cover letter, and there's some templates that you can mark up with what button does what. There's some instructions. Now, nobody reads instructions these days, right? You know that. I know that. Maono knows it too. So they made it really simple. So, hey, check this out. You don't even have to read it. Just follow the pictures. But there's a trick. Some of these little cables have 3 rings on the connector, and some of them have 4. Make sure you spot that out carefully. That's the important part. The rest of it is just showing you stuff calling out where the various connectors are and so on. So let's look at what's inside the box. So of course, after you get the papers out of the way, there's a cover, and we pull that off. And here we see the insides, the important stuff, the good stuff. Here it is. After all the waiting, there's the MaonoCaster. And look how small it is. If you haven't seen the pictures showing it in comparison, it's nice and small. It's about, there's the size of my hand. My hand practically covers the whole thing. And yet it's a full function mixer and blogging studio, podcasting studio. So that's what's in there. There's also a good set of, because this is the solo kit, not the bear kit, there's also headphones. Very nice set of Maono's headphones. And a nice big studio mic. And a bunch of cables. 2 boxes of cables. One is audio cables, and like I said, that has 6. I think it has 6. I didn't have to count them again. Little cables, and again, some of them have 3 pins and some have 4, so watch that. And there's also a ginormous USB-C cable that you can use to hook it up to your computer, probably. Just a cable. Let's see what else is in there. In the bottom half, we have the microphone stand, which is good and solid. That's most of the weight of the whole thing. It simply screws together. And we also have a microphone support ring, which is going to screw onto the top here. Spin it around a bit. And there's a adjustment here so you can put the mic either straight up. The microphone goes, just press fit, goes right in there. And you can have it either upright or you can have it angled towards you, whatever you prefer. Very flexible. We also have the microphone cable, which I'll show you in a second. A windscreen for the microphone if you're outdoors. And another audio cable. So let's get the box out of the way and start putting things together. So here's what we're going to need. We have the MaonoCaster, we have a few cables, the microphone cable, the headphones, and the microphone. So for hooking things up, the microphone cable is the so-called XLR cable, which has 3 pin connectors, and the socket end of this mates with the plug on the bottom of the microphone. You see there's 3 pins there. And it just snaps in. There is a clip there. When you want to pull it out, make sure you press that little tab to get it out later. The other end goes in the back of the caster, where it says there's 2 big plugs here, big sockets here rather, and one of them says microphone 1 plug. So we're going to plug the microphone in right where it says. And then we're going to have the connector for the headphone. Now, being a studio monitor, I think it's a mono headphones. We're going to use the 3-pin cable, and we're going to plug it in where it says microphone monitor 1. Not microphone. And that's going to go, there's a little hole in the headphone. Bingo. And now, before we even connect it to the computer, let's make sure it basically works. So on the back, there is a power connector. I'm going to press that and hold it for a second or 3 until I see some lights coming on over here, and then I know it's powered up. There's also a battery light here, and the red light here will come on when it's plugged into a power source, but right now it's just running off battery, just to make sure we have basic functionality. So I'm going to put the headphones on, press a button, and sure enough I heard the sound effect. Not too loud, so I'm going to turn the monitor volume up a little bit. Perfect. So there you have basic functionality. We want to test the microphone as well. Test, test, test. Turn the power on to the microphone. Most XLR condenser microphones need phantom power, and so there's a button here that says 48 volts, and when that's lit up, we're applying power to the microphone through the XLR cable. So now, when I talk, into the microphone, you should see the lights flashing here. Testing 1, 2, 3, and indeed you should also hear yourself in the headset, which we do. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. So there we have a complete unboxing, and it's ready to go, ready to plug into our computer.
For that, we're going to take the small end of the USB cable and plug it in at the back, right beside the large power button. Line it up and push it in. The other end's going into our computer, the large end into our USB slot of the computer, and then any audio recording software that you like or streaming software, you're ready to go. So that's all for the unboxing. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll put a URL in the comments below for a sound file showing the different sound effects that the machine is capable of. Thanks a lot.